Alright, so this is going to be a pod review for the Pequin Pepper. And this is it right here, as you can see. All kinds of little Pequin peppers on there. And they're not ready yet, but I do got one down here that is ready. So we will pick that one. But first, let's describe the plant to you. It's a waxy smooth stem. It's generally a narrow leaf, as you can see here. There is a little bit of purpling in the stem as well. And do I have any flowers open? There's flowers on there, they're just not open. This is already getting late in the year, so this plant is probably going to start dropping its leaves soon. So I am going to bring this one in for the winter, because if you don't know about the Pequin peppers, they're one of the more challenging peppers to start from seed. They take a long time to sprout, and if you're lucky, you'll get viable seed. A lot of times you get seed from the Pequin peppers, and even if they're like a year old, a year and a half old, they may or may not sprout. So Pequins especially are kind of on a difficult side to grow and to supply seed for it. So a lot of places won't supply seed, and the ones that do, you might get a very low germination rate. So you might get maybe 2 seeds out of 10 that'll sprout, because they don't last for some reason, and they're very difficult to start. So that's generally why a lot of places don't offer those seeds, because they're hard to sprout, and they're hard to maintain, a viable seed count for this. You got to grow this plant every year, and you got to collect seeds every year and offer fresh seed. It's a real pain in the neck. You can get away with seed for 2 years, even 3 years. It'll be a lower germination rate, but you'll still get a lot that'll sprout. Whereas this one, in 3 years, you won't even get any seeds that sprout. So it's kind of a pain in the neck to supply seed for this particular variety of pepper. So let's go and pick this one and show you what the Pequin looks like. It's a rainy day out today. So this is the Pequin, and you can see that it literally fell off the cap right here. It just fell right off. It's kind of that's what Tabasco peppers do. They just fall right off the end. You don't even have to like pluck them off. They just, as soon as they're ripe, they come right off. And that's what this one did. So what I'll do is I will hold it like this if I could. That's what it is. So let's turn you around. Alright guys, here it is. That is the Pequin pepper. This is a very, very hot pepper. Hopefully I don't get the hiccups from it, but it very well could be a hiccup pepper. It's very small, but don't let that fool you, because that thing is really hot. It's one of the hotter of the small type of peppers. So with no further ado, let's give it a go. Going in. Mushy. It's very similar to eating a Tabasco pepper. This one wasn't really that hot, to be honest with you. Ate the whole thing, seeds and everything. It's not really hot at all. That particular one wasn't really hot. As of right now, I wouldn't put it past 100 on a Scoville. It was kind of mushy in the middle. If you had ever grown Tabasco peppers, and you know what I'm talking about, when you pick them off, they just kind of fall off and are really ripe. You just squeeze them, and it's like a berry. All the seeds come out. That's what that was like. It was just like a Tabasco pepper. Very soft. It ate up, mashed up instantly. It was full of seeds. Taste-wise, it's kind of interesting. It kind of had like a wild pepper type of a flavor. It came and gone very quickly. It's really kind of hard to describe the flavor. It doesn't really taste like a cayenne. It doesn't taste like habanero. It wasn't fruity. It did kind of have its own kind of a flavor, so to speak. I really can't say what it might taste like. The flavor came and gone pretty quickly. Not much to really describe about the flavor now. The heat, as far as the heat goes, it's burning like the top of my tongue, but more to the center of it. Maybe just a little bit on the tip of the tongue. Nothing really to brag about per se. As far as heat, I thought it was going to be a lot hotter. I'm not sure why it wasn't so hot. It should have been hotter. I've had these a couple years ago. I've eaten these peppers and they were much hotter, much hotter. This year it wasn't that hot. Not sure what's going on with that, but as far as the heat, the way it went was the top of the tongue, nothing in the back of the throat. It's mainly down the center part of the tongue, really, and that's basically it. And that's really it. I mean, I don't know what else to say about the Pequin pepper. What I'll do is I'm going to get a pretty good amount of peppers off of this, plus I'm bringing it in for the winter, so I will get more peppers through the winter, hopefully. It produces pretty quickly. This is a very heavy producing pepper plant. I prefer to keep them small because I don't need millions upon millions of these peppers, and even if you did get a lot of peppers, it's a lot of work to get the seeds out of these peppers. It's not easy. You got to squish them out, and then you got to rinse them, and you got to dry them. It's a whole process. It's a real pain in the neck. But I will offer some fresh seeds from this year on my website. You can pick them up there. Outside of that, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'll maybe give you an update in the winter. I'll show you my plants that I'm bringing indoors. Other than that, that was it. That was your review for the Pequin pepper. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.